Hi, my name is Zajac, and I'm going to show you my student volunteer work project. So let's open it up. So first things first, we have a macro. It displays a message box, and it's saved as an auto exec, which means that the first thing that happens when the database is opened is that macro itself. Then we are navigated to my menu form, and inside here we have three little tabs. So we have our forms tab, the reports, and miscellaneous, in which queries are stored, which we'll go into later. So let's go back to the forms tab. In here we have buttons to open up each form on its own. So let's open up placement here. So in here we have information about each record individually, and then we can scroll through the next record with this button here. And then this one, it's previous record, and it's displayed when you hover over it for like a second. So we're back in the first one now. So here we have an add a record button, so we can add one in if we wish to. So let's do that. And then here we have navigation, or not navigation buttons, we have a drop down button. So if the user can select a specific record rather than having to type it in, there's less room for error. And in the start and end date we have a little calendar here, which makes it easier on the user again, and less, they might type in words or numbers without the forward slashes or whatever, so that's less room for error again. And then here we have a validation rule, which states that it has to have a minimum of 5 hours and a maximum of 25. So 1 obviously doesn't fit in the criteria, so let's say 20. For attendance, we can say it was satisfactory, performance was decent, good, and comments are optional, but let's just say he was always on time and did the work assigned. And then we have mentor ID, and then we press enter, and that's now stored in the database in that specific table called placement. So let's close the form and go to that placement report. In report tab we have buttons again to open up each individual report, and here we have the placement report, which we just added a record into. So let's see, and yeah, there it is at the very bottom. And so what the forms are for is that if you want to find a specific record, you don't have to go through all the say form, and you want to go for the one I just created. You don't have to go to number 21 here, because that, like, if you have 1,000 records, that'll be a lot of work. So sorry, let's close this. So here we have all of them displayed in one big sheet like this, so easy to find. And then miscellaneous, we have queries. So we go to run query 1, and it's about to display the charities that started after the 1st of the 1st 2017. So let's click OK, and we get the charities ID, their name, and their start date, which, as you see, it's all after the 1st of January. So we can close that, and let's just run another query real quick. So in this one, this run query tree, I'm about to show you all the mentors over 20 who have the letter E in their name and of your choice of gender, which is interesting because we actually get to choose, either male or female. So let's say male, and here we go. So they all have an E in their name, they're all above 20, and it's male. So let's see, E in Stefan, E in Michael, E in Niall, and E in Daniel. Are they all over 20? Yes, they are. And are they all male? Yes, indeed. So that was my project. Oh, and here we have an exit button which closes the database altogether. So that was my project. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.